Okay, so let's have a little chat about ghosting, and I'm going to share three tools today to help you to release the pent up emotions that you're going to be feeling around being ghosted. And also, I'm going to um, give you some new perspectives around how this has happened to actually empower you, and how this is actually a really good opportunity for you to grow. And I know that might sound corny because people go, oh, but just bear with me. So, first of all, ghosting. What even is ghosting? Well, ghosting, it's different to, if you've had an argument or a conflict with somebody where you would expect to not hear from that person after that. So you're almost prepared for it. But with ghosting, it just happens completely out of the blue. And it usually leaves you with a lot of self doubt and with a lot of, um, you'd be questioning yourself a lot and wondering, what did I do wrong? Did I say something? Did I look a certain way? So it'll leave you with a lot of self doubt and questioning yourself. Um, and initially, it can feel like a very disempowering situation, and you're usually going to be left with a lot of frustration, pent up frustration, and um, a feeling that you have been mistreated, really, because you have been mistreated. Um, I would first like to say that when somebody ghosts you, I know obviously you're going to take it personally because it's happened to you. Um, but this says everything about them, and they've probably done this to a lot of other people in their lives as well, because it's actually a very narcissistic thing to do. When somebody ghosts you, it says everything about them. They've just revealed their true selves to you, and they have been removed from your life. They've removed themselves from your life, actually, which really shows that they're not in alignment with your path forward. But you can actually see that this person has given you the opportunity to feel more empowered, because um, we'll get into that in a minute. But I just wanted to share three tools that you can do to release the pent up energy around the pent up emotions around what they've done. Like I said, when somebody ghosts you, it's revealing everything about them to you, and it's a very narcissistic thing to do, a very immature thing to do, because they will know that you're going to be, feeling a lot of doubt and uncertainty, and it gives them this feeling of superiority over you. um, so what can you do to release like the frustration? Because yes, you have been betrayed and mistreated by this person. um, it recently happened to me with somebody that I've known all of my life. And like I said, it was completely out of the blue. Um, there was no preparation for it. It was just completely out of the blue. And this exact same person that I've known all of my life just sat in my kitchen maybe a month before telling me how much they loved me and how much I could trust them. Funnily enough, they couldn't fully look me in the eye when they said, Alice, you can trust me. Um, yeah, so what we can do to release the pent up emotions is, the first thing that we can do is to write them all down, like get your journal out and do just a mind dump of exactly what you're feeling, whether it's hatred, whether it's rage, whether it's anger, all of those mucky emotions, get them out onto the page. You have every right to feel them, but we're just going to get them out first of all. The next thing you're going to do with that is you're going to do some EFT tapping. Okay, so once you've got all the emotions out, it's going to allow you to know, well, it's going to highlight what exactly you are feeling. And it'll probably be a combination of like anger, rage, maybe hatred, maybe betrayal. But the feelings will be things like anger, rage. So you're going to do some EFT tapping on those emotions now. So EFT tapping means emotional freedom technique. And it literally, what it does is, instead of pushing negative feelings or emotions aside, which actually only causes, disease, and allows those feelings to fester inside of us, what we're doing is we're fully acknowledging and giving ourselves permission to feel those emotions. And then as we bring them up to the surface, we can almost like magic choose consciously to release them so that they don't have a hold over us anymore. So I'll share in another video, but you can search yourself. There's loads of EFT videos on YouTube. You're basically tapping on specific energy points while naming exactly how you're feeling. So whether it's anger, and you might have to do like 4 or 5 rounds of it, but it really does work in bringing up those emotions to the surface, allowing yourself to feel them, and then consciously choosing to release them. So that's one thing. You're going to do the journaling thing and the EFT. The next thing that you're going to do is, with that pent up emotions, you're going to need a way to release it. You might be feeling really fucking angry. And the thing is, that's completely normal, because you have now been mistreated and you don't get a chance to express that to that person, because they've kind of completely cut you off essentially for no good reason other than to fulfill their own weaknesses and voids in their life. So what you're going to do is literally just I have a DIY kickboxing. Well, it's like a punch bag basically. So it's just a pillow, a really old pillow, and the sticks from inside the kitchen rolls, they're really long and really hard. I just beat the shit out of that for a while, and it really is so effective. So effective. You can go for a power walk as well, but I think actually physically sometimes hitting something to release it, it's really, really important, and it really works. So that's a really effective one. The next thing you're going to do then, number 3, is you're going to write that person a letter. And then you're going to do a little ritual on burning that letter to release it. Now, it could be that you really want to send that letter to that person, whoever it is. I would say just sit on it for at least 30 days. Why? Because you will probably not even be thinking about that person in 30 days, and you will have done the release work necessary for it just to have actually become an empowering life lesson. So you probably won't even care about them anyway in 30 days time. But you don't want to send a letter out of when you're in the midst of all those emotions. So they're my 3 things. Also, like I said, you can think of this as a really empowering thing that's happening for you. They've revealed everything about them, and anyone who does that is usually quite a narcissistic person, somebody very weak, if that's how they have to get their power, by allowing or making somebody else doubt themselves and stuff like that. Then it tells a lot about that person, and usually they are they've got those bullying type tendencies as well. Very feelings of superiority over others. And I can guarantee you they will have the exact same thing done to them down the line. Does that mean because that's happened to you that you've done it to someone else? No, not always. It means that you needed this lesson to actually empower yourself, because You probably had some red flags about that person, so your intuition was really strong and your intuition was actually speaking to you about this person. And now you can work on building that self trust by knowing really, really, really within yourself that if any of those kind of red flags happen in the future, you will instantly in a nanosecond become aware of them, and you can walk away before any of that even happens. There's a big lesson in ghosting. Um, it it basically is usually, trying to get our attention to where we have maybe not listened to our intuition, but the intuition has been there. Um, so, yeah, I just wanted to share those three things with you today. And I just wanted to say, if you've been ghosted, don't take it personally. It's actually revealing everything about them, and karma will do its job. Okay, and they've been removed from your life for a very important reason. Actually, they were never meant to be in your life, only to teach you a lesson about self empowerment. So let that be the lesson. And let me know what you think. Like, try out those things and let me know what you think. Um, just shifting our perspective around things is really empowering in itself. So, thanks for listening.